Hey, this is Dino Bait from official server PvE 374, and today I'm going to show you our water base, give you some idea of what you're capable of actually making. Unfortunately, if you look at the map here, you will see that the winter area up in the far left-hand corner here is going to be stretched all the way from latitude 40 on your left all the way across the map. And there's a good chance that all the bases up north will be completely destroyed. We're just off of what they call Carno Island, up in your top right-hand corner, halfway between the island and the main island here. It's Carno Island out there, so I'm going to bring you out there and show you what the base looks like, give you some idea of what's probably going to get destroyed by the end of the month. Try to turn the gamma down so you can see better. Guess not. Alright. I'm going to fly in on this Pteranodon. Hopefully the base is so intense on the graphics sometimes it actually lags out and you don't see it till you're already on it, but hopefully there it is right there. Got a cold, so excuse me for all the snorting and coughing I'll be doing. It's a pretty good sized base for being a fully operational water base. As you can see, we have an egg farm building there and we have a utility building. We're far enough out from Carno Island and from the main island to be our own little island. Currently have about 200 dinos here right now that we use for in our egg farm. We don't have every dino, but we basically have the ones that we really like to get the eggs for animals that we want to tame. We don't, some animals that are, or dinos that are a waste of time, so we don't even bother gathering eggs for them. It's a pretty good look at how big the base actually is. The utility building's still loading here, so the space is unique because basically, as you can see on the side down there, which I'll show you later, it's pillared from the bottom of the ocean, approximately 55 to 66 pillars per pylon deep, depending on what part of the terrain you're on. So it's a pretty intense, around 3,000 or so pillars just to get it pillared up out of the water so we can build the base here. Currently, I believe the restrictions on Ark are somewhere between 6,000 and 6,500 building units, and each pillar is a unit. So it took about 3,000 units right out of our capabilities of building. Right now I'm lagging, so not uncommon in this game. So I gotta wait a second so I can land. There we go. Let's try it again. This platform here we use for basically our Quetzals that we use to deliver goods in and out of the base. The base that you first saw along the water line was our auxiliary feeder base that we used to feed this place here with materials and food for the different dinos that we have in our egg farm. It's a nice little walkway made out of the greenhouse glass there. It's our little greenhouse. We grow all the different plants we use for the different recipes. Greenhouse basically gives you a 300% increase towards your production on the usage of your fertilizer and how many fruit you get per fertilizer used, so it's more efficient to grow out of a greenhouse, obviously. This area up here, we keep our beetles, which create the fertilizer, and we have these dinos up there that basically just poop all the time, make no use for anything else. So we just feed the poop to the beetles, and the beetles create fertilizer out of the poop. This is a little area we keep for our little birds. We have another base also down west. So these are the birds we kind of use for transport and travel when we're traveling back and forth if we don't teleport by bed. And this is where we land on right here. Sometimes we bring the Quetzals over here and land them if we got a lot of junk to bring in. Just run down the stairs, put them in the individual lockers. It's another bridge we built to go over to the egg farm to make it easier if we're transferring stuff over there. Bring it down here, show you the utility base. These are the lockers and the equipment we have here for making different items. We color code everything, and each locker's labeled with whatever's in it. This is the machinery that make different items, cookers, refrigerators. We keep our blueprints in those little shelves there to make different things. Some of these things like this smithy here will make like basic stuff, and your fabricator makes some more intricate items. These forges you use to cook metal and make gasoline by adding different things in. Mortar pestle to grind up things for recipes. It's our little bedding area. You can actually teleport, fast travel to another base. This is where we're at now, and you can see we have another base down here that we can travel to just by clicking on that bed for quick travel. Everyone's got their own locker, color coded, depending on what color we chose to color our armor. More lockers or our refrigerators to store the items down here. It's our preserver area. You make jerky here out of oil, spark powder, and different types of meats. You use those for different recipes to make things. Just to give you an example of the base here. It's pretty dark. I'm going to lighten it up again. As you can see, the base is pillared all the way down. And there are a lot of pillars that go down. Like I said, there's about 3,000 pillars involved with that, which was a lot of work, but we're pretty heavy grinders. This is our tribe right here, Dino Bait. These are our members right here. Little sign we put up for main base and egg farm. Right now they're getting ready, like I said, to turn all this area into winter area. So I don't know if it's going to come out this far to the base or it's going to stay on the land. But if it comes out this far, this whole base might just be demolished. You know, some people that don't know the game might think it sucks, but hey, it's in basic alpha stage right now, so you can expect those kind of changes. Hopefully they're going to release. We're going to start beta testing probably in June, maybe July, and the game should be out by, they're saying, sometime end of this year, beginning of next year. So different dinos. These are the T-Rexes that we use for eggs right here. They're pretty creepy. They all look at you like they want to eat you, and they follow you with their heads, so they kind of creep you out. Crocodiles, for some reason, when you put them in a building, their tails either go all the way up or all the way down, which is kind of nice for collecting eggs. Stegos there. This elevator goes up 10 block units, which is pretty big. I haven't seen anyone bigger than this as far as height goes on it. That's where we keep all our Quetzals up here, females and a male for laying eggs. Got a few bigger dinos up here. They're just too big to keep downstairs. cookers right there we use when we bring in. I brought in a load of meat today off our Giga, and I cooked up the meat over there and just refrigerate it. Put all the meat in here to feed these dinos. Some are carnivores, some are herbivores, so we keep berries and we keep meat, and you just go over to this trough over here and just throw it in the trough and feed them. You can feed all the dinos off a trough as long as they're in a certain range, and this building is within the range, so it'll basically feed everything. You want to go down. It's a pretty unique base, I would say. I've never seen one that's been fully operational that stands on its own. I've seen a few that were like a bunch of boats latched together, but nothing really out this deep in the water. 66 deep is pretty deep. We have a few dinos down here for protection. We have a Mosa and plesiosaur that we keep around. Anything gets close. We're shallow enough at 66 where we don't get these big guys coming in to attack the base. We only really get like megalodons and rays and some crocs from shore. There are dunkles that come up to the surface and go down, but I've never seen any around this area. So if they do get around here, they do eat stone, which they could destroy some of the pillars, but these things would chew them up and spin them out, along with the X-plants we use for protection here, those goofy-looking things on that raft over there. Shoot this green goo-it things at a distance to kill them. But just wanted to give you an idea of what you're capable of doing. You can do these type of bases. I think if this base gets destroyed, there's another area closer to our auxiliary base that's like 26 deep, and we'll probably build over there instead so we can make it enormous. Put in a hatchery, bigger egg base, couple buildings, for different tribe mates to have of their own. That's basically it. And like I said, we're on PvE official server 374. Tribe is Dino Bait. And, if you ever want to come by and take a look, if this thing's still up by the end of the month, drop on by. This patch is supposed to go through the end of May. So if it does, this might not exist, or it might still be around. Just wanted to give you guys a good look at a base that you're capable of building. This thing is about 5,500 building units. And like I said, the limitations are 6,000 to 6,500. So we're well beneath the amount. And we're probably not going to push it any difference, anymore. What I'm not sure about is how far we can build to the next base. There is a limitation, but I don't know where the counter restarts at 0 again and you could start building. If so, we can build another aquatic base and put maybe bigger dinos over there in the water closer to shore. So that's something I need to find out, and I have looked everywhere and I haven't found any information on it. So that's something we need to look at too. So hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good day.